I feel my girlfriend is not interested in my life or activities and talking about it. I've met my current girlfriend last year on an internship, but only this year we started talking and getting to know each other better. For 3 months, we talked, went out and truly get to know each other, for then to start dating and becoming boyfriend and girlfriend. We started our relationship in May and since then we've been together. From the very beginning I realized we had a few differences on our personalities and ways of expressing love. In a manner that I'm much more of a words of affirmation and physical touch, while she's much more of a quality time. At the beginning, sometimes it made me feel a bit frustrated that she barely would express any feelings towards me or even talk to me about her feelings. But I kept in mind that it's only because our ways are a bit different, but it didn't mean she wasn't showing me love. I talked about it in therapy plenty of times and moved on about it, since I don't believe asking someone to change something they've always been and it's not something unhealthy, it's fair to them. Our relationship kept getting along just fine. But sometimes I have a sensation that I'm the only one doing the things in it. I'm the only one who cares, who wants to talk oftenly, who asks for going out, who makes sure the other is okay and asks about the day. I don't know if it's the same thing all over again from before, but in a different manner, but I feel like I'm the only one really working for the relationship to grow. Last month it was a very stressful month for her, because she had to deliver a work for her medical residency to conclude it. So most of the time, I was there to support her. I gave her time, gave her space, was there when she needed me the most, never fought when she was rude because she was stressed and tired. I was very patient, present and caring all the time. But she barely talked about the stuff that was going on with her, in spite of telling everything to her friends. Never ever sending me memes, but sending them all the time. When I sit next to her, she's silent. When I go to her place, she seems happy, but in a way like nice, you're here. When we meet her friends, she opens those big smiles, yells, talks all the time, very outgoing, and etc. And it's not like I don't let her talk at all, because I talk too much, not at all, I'm a bit more outgoing, but we're both introverts. I'm more than happy letting the relationship flows its way naturally. I never put pressure on her on anything, I am very respectful all the time with anything regarding her. I respect her limits, her intimacy, the way she is, the things she likes and loves. I give her time and space, to not be that kind of person who is all over the other one, not letting them breathe. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here and I don't want you guys to get the wrong point of view of me. It's not a thing about her friends at all, I love them all and I have a fantastic relationship with all of them. It's not about that, it's about the way I'm treated. Sometimes I feel like I'm only there for the kissing, movies and eating out. She's there for me when I ask her to be, but you know what I mean? Every day I ask her about her day, if I don't, she won't say anything or barely engage on a conversation and don't even ask me about my day, about how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. If I don't say anything, she doesn't even care. I'm a very open guy, I talk about anything, I talk about my day, I talk about myself, my friends, etc. I discussed it in therapy regularly and I feel I have to talk to her about it, but I don't know how, because I don't want to be those toxic boyfriends who try to change their partners in order to make them feel comfortable. I want to find a common ground, where both of us feel comfortable and happy about the way we are handling the relationship. I love her and I know she loves me. It's just that I'm feeling sad that I'm in this position. Help me, please. Comment. You've dated 3 to 4 mo's. If it doesn't feel like a good fit, stop dating her. It's odd that you'd be talking love in that time. And odd that you'd expect she'd be more open with you than friends. It's pretty early stages. Next story 2. How do I get over my jealousy of my BFX/son's mother? I've been dating my BF for 10 months. He has a son, his last relationship. He shares 50/50 custody with his son's mom. They were never married but dated for 7 years. About 5 months after they broke up, BF and I started dating. Things have been pretty good, no arguments, no drama. We live an hour away from each other and we both have kids, I have a son, so we only see each other 2x a week. I love how much of a dedicated father my BF is, but I also get jealous of how much he caters to his son's mother. Him and his ex are not super strict about their custody agreement. They still own a house together and he will sometimes go over to fix a problem around the house. They live in the same town. When I'm with him, she calls at least twice to talk, usually something son related. I imagine she calls him even more than that. He talks about her every time we meet. For instance, if son was bad at school, his mom did this. Sometimes BF will tell me about conversations they have regarding how she is hesitant to sell the house. Or how she thought maybe they should reconcile. He had to reinforce to her that him and I were a serious couple. He compares our relationship to theirs. He calls me the same pet names he called her. I'm just tired of hearing her name. Between pickup/drop-off, practice, son wanting his daddy or going back to the house to fix something, he sees her more than he sees me. I am a very jealous person, I admit that. I scrolled back to old posts on his Facebook and found pictures of her. She's gorgeous, of course. I'm jealous that she has green eyes and curly hair. She's tall with perfect skin. She can cook, I can't, and it's a barrier in our relationship. She's fit and has a cool job. She has a kid with my BF. That's something I could never compare with. BF and I are 95% sure we do not want an ours baby. He takes her every phone call, even when we're laying around cuddling. I get it, it could be something serious about the kid. I am consumed with jealousy. Part of me understands that to be a great dad, my BF needs to be present, and I'm happy they have a cordial relationship. Otto, it makes me sick that he sees and talks to her more. It makes me wonder if he still cares about her like that. He has never truly made me feel like he is cheating, but if he wanted to, it would be so easy. I feel like I can't take our relationship seriously until they are more untangled. I hate that they share a house. I hate that she sets the timeline for when they will sell. I hate that her schedule precedes when we can have a date. I hate that he will kiss me, then answer her phone call in the next breath. I know I'm being childish, but I can't help how mad it all makes me. How do I deal with my emotions? I see a therapist already. We have touched on this topic, but I feel silly and stupid talking about it. Comment. Getting into a relationship 5 months after breaking up with your child's parent can typically lead to unsettled romantic feelings. With that being said, it doesn't mean that your BF doesn't want to, or can't be in a relationship with you. You can give him the benefit of the doubt and have an honest conversation, or you can end things with him if being with him is too much. Good luck up. Some people are able to have a completely healthy relationship with their co-parent. My worry here is how soon he got with you after ending things with his son's mother. Man, you gotta walk away from this mess. It's not working for you at all. Think of the amounts of unneeded stress and anxiety this is causing you. It's not worth it. Find a man that isn't attached at the hip to his ex. I know when I got divorced, there would be the odd text from my ex about our kid, but there were never phone calls and we lives our lives separate. This isn't working for you. Well, let's look at this logically, not emotionally. He will be tangled with his child's mother for life. Not just when the kid turns 18, they will share this kid for life. Graduations, weddings, birthdays, and holidays. It's actually quite amazing that they have such a healthy co-parenting relationship. If you truly feel that your relationship can't move forward until they are less tangled together, you should just leave. They're tied for life. Figure out what it is that you have to offer. Why is he with you and not her? Likewise, figure out why you're with him and not someone else. It can help to view a relationship as a business partnership where you sometimes conduct negotiations naked. A lot of jealousy comes out of anxiety and fear that the other person doesn't really need/want you, and that you might lose something important in your life. You can fix the first part, but not the second. Even if everything goes perfectly for the rest of your lives, you are going to lose each other eventually because that's the nature of mortality. If you aren't familiar with the 5 remembrances from Buddhism, they can be really helpful when dealing with all the everyday crap life throws at us. Every time your brain starts screaming, but, I might lose this really awesome thing, you just remind yourself that was always going to happen, and all you can do is enjoy it while it lasts. It doesn't make the jealousy go away, but it changes it into something more positive. A lot depends on why, after 7 years, they broke up. Did someone cheat? Did they just stop loving each other? What brought about the breakup? The difficult things is, like you said, they have a child and real estate together. In addition, they have time. Lots of memories, lots of experiences together, and there is so much of all of that stuff that makes their relationship basically a marriage without the paper. Plus, they have geography. They live close and you do not. A very good friend of mine had a similar situation as yours. Her BF went to check plumbing, The ex came onto him and sex happened on the kitchen floor. My friend didn't find out until 10 months later when her BF slipped up and basically spilled the beans. It was devastating to my friend and the relationship did not survive it. But you take that massive chance every time you get involved with someone who has that type of history with someone else. Please do not think less of yourself because of his past and his ex. You can't help what came before you. All I can say is be careful, know when it's time to bow out or stay and know your own worth. I wish you the very best of luck. Next story 3. My ex broke up with me today over my hair. I have low self-esteem and low confidence when it comes to my natural hair. I have 4C hair and I hide it through wigs, braids, and extensions. I took out my braids for the summer and my boyfriend helped me. I'm wearing my hair natural yesterday and he made comments that I look like Bow Wow and a teenage boy with my braids, that in his culture I would have a jungle head. That's what I look like. I have jungle hair when it was in an afro. And then going to bed in bed he said I look like I sell Lucy's on the side of the road. I laughed at the first 2 jokes earlier in the day even though they bothered me, but his last comment going to bed really just hurt me. I even sent him a photo of Bow Wow in the afternoon to say if that's how he sees me. I have told him before how much I don't feel confident with my natural hair. I turned over and he noticed a shift in my mood and tried to apologize, and I told him the comment hurt me but I just wanted to go to sleep. He kept trying to apologize and say it was just a joke, but at that point I wanted space. I told him I wanted to be distant and he got upset. He left the room in the middle of the night to sleep somewhere else in the house and I didn't check on him. In the morning he was upset I didn't check on him and I didn't want to move past the situation. He said I laughed at his jokes about my hair and sent him a photo of Bow Wow as well, so it doesn't make sense why I can't move past the situation. I told him I've mentioned before how much I don't feel comfortable in my hair. This isn't the first time he's made comments about my hair. He's Indian and has told me he prefers my hair straight and I told him it damages my hair along with other shit I've probably forgotten. That turned into an argument where he said if he has a preference to my hair I shouldn't debate him on it. He said I apologize about shit all the time and do it again, so he made a mistake joking about my hair and I should just move on. It got really heated arguing back and forth and he said we're breaking up and to pack my stuff and leave forever. He said I can't move past the situation and he apologized profusely the night before and I'm not adult enough to accept his apology and move on. The fact that I wanted to be distant is immature. Comment. I think this is for the best. His not liking your hair the way it naturally grows out of your head and then denigrating you repeatedly is awful. That's gross behavior and you don't have to get over his insults according to his timeline. I'd say don't let the door hit you on the way out. As to you, your hair is your crown. Do not let negative messaging about beauty standards make you doubt who you are and your worth as a person. Your hair is nothing to be ashamed of. This prejudice is baked into societal norms. Reject them. Be proud of who you are. This is just cruel, not funny at all. You had every right to pull away and need some time. He is very immature. I'm sorry this happened but looks like you may have dodged a bullet. From one woman who is insecure about her hair to another, I wish you all the peace and happiness and you do what you want with your hair. Making so-called jokes about your hair is not funny at all. It's abusive. You are you, and I bet you are beautiful inside and out. Don't ever let a man tell you otherwise.